Are You Wearing a Helmet is brought to you by Excelsior Games and Comics in Greenville, Michigan. Find us on Facebook and at areyouwearingahelmet.com.
Greetings and salutations, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of Are You Wearing a Helmet? Joining me today on the field of play is...
Ken Rao playing Arcadios the Ranger.
Chris Card playing Merrick the Dwarf.
Eric Wisniewski playing Fang Lee the Archer.
Good job.
Rick, playing Abraham Gaunt, the Conjurer.
Ooh.
I'm your GM, Brent Bomick. As we last left the party, they had further explored their relationships with their new buddies, the Minotaurs of Knossos. As we last left them off after a hearty meal of bananas and grapes.
Extinct grapes.
The party
Extinct
finds
grapes.
themselves. Meeting with the librarian of the city of Knossos, and his name is
Farion. But
Farion.
this Swedish fish you gave me tastes terrible.
Were you expecting Swedish fish, or were you expecting the coconut that you got?
No, it wasn't coconut. It's weird.
The pina colada?
I gave him a different one.
Never mind.
Purple one?
Yes,
Mm.
don't like it.
What's the flavor supposed to be? Passion fruit. It tastes like poverty.
Passion fruit. Yes.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Oh,
Tastes like
It tastes like passion.
Well,
this tastes like ashes.
whenever I try to get Little Caesars, I'm like, hey, do you want some? And Rick goes, no, it tastes like belly button lint.
Oh, it's awful.
Like that is a oddly specific flavor that you associate with Little Caesars pizza.
It's not the
I-
flavor,
Man.
it's the consistency.
I've got a weird taste issue. Sand says the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll bring up the weirdest comparisons to
My
food.
belly button lint tastes like a scab.
Ew.
Oh,
Because
It's
it
been a
is
long
a
time
scab.
since
Because it is a scab.
Nasty. God.
I bit my own umbilical cord and it's refused to heal.
Just keep digging at it.
Well, you got to get it clean, you know.
Mama
It
got
ain't
me.
clean till it bleeds.
Mama got me a cone and everything.
Just a pasty that he puts over his belly button.
it just sort of, woo.
It's motorized.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a recent addition.
It's the motorized.
Yeah.
So the
Sorry about
librarian,
Farion.
Farion has said that there's been some sort of issue, perhaps a potential break-in at the Library of Knossos, and that is where we resume play. After we give a quick shout-out to Brandon Mullins, you're awesome. Degree of shout-out to Spencer Brandt. Thanks for listening to the show.
Spencer, yeah.
There we go, Spencer.
Yeah.
I like Spencer.
Yeah.
He's my fourth favorite.
He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
His friends call him Spence.
It's true.
All right, is that what we're going to do from now on? Just assign fake traits to people that we give shout-outs to?
I don't know. Have we been doing that before?
No, but it just seems kind of interesting.
Yes. Then we're going to do that.
You know, I've heard that
Yeah.
Spence pours milk into the bowl first and then puts his cereal in.
Yeah. That is
Yeah.
that is a little bit different than most. Yeah, yeah.
That's all right.
And he
but
pronounces it milk.
it's true.
And he also puts on one sock, then a shoe, then puts on another sock, and then a shoe.
That is pants.
That's right. Then somehow is that?
You got to get the loose fit jeans.
You know, I honestly think that we should start off, because Brandon is so friggin' awesome, that we just start off with like a Brandon fact before the shout out.
instead of my normal dwarf facts.
Yeah, like it'd be Brandon Mullins is so awesome he can slam a revolving door.
Yep, that'll be one and done.
Call it Brandon Mullings. Mulling over Brandon.
Ooh.
Brandon doesn't do push-ups; he just drags the earth closer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Brandon once killed 50 men with a grenade. Then he pulled the pin.
Basically, Brandon, we're just going to let you know you're friggin' awesome, and thanks for watching the show. I like how every shout out is just us going, Brandon, you're awesome.
Basically.
We appreciate the support, bruh.
Seriously, you're cool.
Other than Spence, he's up there too.
Spence is.
it's true.
All the people that we give shout outs to.
He
are
is
out there.
in the cosmology of awesome. The pantheon of cool.
the Mullinon.
Make him like a random NPC or something.
He's probably gonna like message me going, dude, you guys are getting kind of weird.
Please stop.
Please stop, man.
It's making me uncomfortable.
We're just going to receive a message from his lawyers.
Stop using my likeness.
From Mullins Co. So he said, yeah, we had the alarms go off in the library. Someone tried forcing themselves in.
Someone tried to force himself upon the library? I don't like that at all.
Those poor
How-
pages.
Does your detection say how they tried to sneak in?
He says, if you guys want to come with me, I can show you.
Well, let's go.
Well, I don't
He
know.
said, you guys are at dinner. You're not a suspect. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm only halfway done with my banana. Hold on, man.
Hey,
This thing is delicious.
Farion, we haven't ruled you out yet. No, thank you.
This
Why
could
would I
be
break
the-
into my own library?
Exactly.
Why would you?
The perfect crime.
Wait a minute. Is this a cross-examination? Is that happening?
Last time that we had problems with someone broke in and stole all our oatmeal cream pies.
I got him. I know
that'd be a
exactly who
person
that
there.
is.
Right. To clarify what that, yes.
Some thieving butthole at this table.
Man, these taste almost as good as those Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
Take one, man.
You got an extra nut slap coming.
As Wisniewski is known as the Pop-Tart Highwayman.
Don't steal a man's last Pop-Tart.
Oh, wow.
Come
I
on.
think you might have overreacted towards a 50-cent Pop-Tart.
Wait a minute. What flavor was it?
Strawberry.
I think.
That's all right. That's all right. As long as it's not cherry.
Wasn't even an exotic flavor. Come on.
I like
But you didn't even eat it. You just threw it in the back of your
principle.
car.
Wait, you stole a man's last Pop Tart and didn't even eat it? You're an
It's still there.
abomination. Abomination.
No, I had that car crushed.
There's poor Kenny's last Pop-Tart in the back seat. Kenny,
Jumping up
single
and down.
tear.
It's in a foot cube on the west side of Michigan.
Or you did it, you stomped it. Smurf your Pop Tart. Smurf it.
Meanwhile, the guy running the smasher machine is wondering what that red flavored juice is coming out of it. Oh, Lord, what is that?
I killed a corgi.
I need something to throw.
No, whatever. That dude's seen everything. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, we over at my house, Ken and I had we bought a box of giant oatmeal cream pies, and we each bought one, and woke up like, man, let's go get breakfast. And Ken's like, dude, we don't need breakfast. We got oatmeal cream pies. I'm like, yeah, we do. And Eric had spent the night and left in the morning before any of us could get up, and we go and there's no oatmeal cream pies. I'm like, did we eat 2 boxes of gigantic oatmeal cream pies? And Ken's like, no, I checked last night. There was an unopened box.
I mean, we got really drunk, but we didn't eat all of those, did we?
And then Ken turns around with just this look and he goes, Wisniewski. He had took, what was it? He also pilfered, what, two liters of soda out of there, too?
Whatever he could find, I'm
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Was it bolted down? No.
Hey.
yeah. And so we started calling him the Polish magpie.
How cool is this? A half-open bottle of ketchup? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he left a thing of baking soda. And a card going, you've just been visited by the Polish magpie. And so we're like, man, what? We were kind of laughed it off. And then one day, it was about a year later, wake up, I wake up to Ken throwing something in my kitchen. I just hear dunk, 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 dunk. Like, what is wrong? And he goes, did you eat my last Pop-Tart? I'm like, no, where's Eric? What do you think? If you didn't eat it, he took it. He absconded with my last Pop-Tart. The rapscallion. And I was laughing about it. And Ken was actually honestly mad about it.
I was pissed.
It's a man's last Pop Tart. Especially if you went to bed thinking, man, that
Yeah.
Pop Tart is going to be
Sure.
great when you wake up.
And so a little later on, Ken had one Pop-Tart left, and Eric was leaving. I'm like, dude, take the Pop-Tart. And he's like, oh, okay. So he grabs it, and then Ken wakes up, and he is, even mad. I sleep with these things curled around it like a dragon of old. He gets on the phone and calls Eric up to scream at him about stealing his Pop-Tart. To which Eric responded by rolling down the window and going, "Oh, you watch Pop-Tart, huh?" And whipped out the window.
Oh, I can respect that.
Oh, yeah, that's the saga of the Pop-Tart.
It's not over.
It
Not
never
that
will
it's been
be.
drugged back up, because now I want renewed revenge. Double
I
revenge.
I forgot about that Pop-Tart until just now.
No, Eric brought a thing of Nutty Buddies over that Ken and I
yeah.
just attacked. And he's like, "Those are my Nutty Buddies."
Nothing
Ken's
is safe.
Like, Ken's like, "My Pop-Tart will be avenged."
It's just an arms race of snacks.
You're so full, you just chew it up and spit it out. You don't even swallow it.
It's just
No.
baby burning the thing into the
Right. No, I'm going to eat it and then puke it back into the box.
He
Throw it in
opens
your
up the
car.
packages and then individually spittles into each one of them.
Well, it was kind of funny because Eric goes, "Oh, Bomick, you've just eaten like 6 of my Nutty Buddies." I'm like, 6? I count ended at 9, buddy. I got sick off of it. And I'm still like, yeah. So you were led, to the library. You can see that there's several of those spheres blinking red, and as you approach, you hear danger, danger, intruder, fire.
Is there any chance in the chaos and the disarray that I can go look at a section that I was not supposed to look at before?
There isn't one.
Oh, a section I couldn't look at? It's all open to me?
The library, absolutely.
Outstanding.
Just the weird one in the back that says 18 plus.
Well, for Minotaurs, it's like 1800 plus.
Right.
There's a beaded curtain.
Ooh, the daddy minotaur section.
Wow.
There are no mommy minotaurs. I'm sorry.
He comes in, and one of the orbs, he calls one of the orbs over to him that was outside the door, and he takes you over to that table and grabs the orb and puts it in one of the slots, and you start to see like a kind of a fish-eyed view on the
Yep.
table.
Yep.
You can see the double doors that lead to the library are fairly large, and you see that one starts to creep open, and one of the orbs. Sorry.
Man.
Ah,
yeah.
too soon. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Ah,
sorry.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Whew. Starts to creep open, and one of the orbs dips down, and it looks like something knocks it out of the air, and then they start to flash red.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Any sort of knowledge I could roll? Is that an invisibility spell? A projection
Give
of
me
something?
Mm.
I just rolled a nat 1. Oh, it hit my mini, though. That doesn't count, right?
Sure. Bring your framework.
14. So 22.
You can see there's like a pause after the thing gets knocked down. A little further down, you can see that there's a crate that's been stacked up against one of the walls. You see it kind of tilt, and you can assume that it was someone invisible.
Farion, did you catch this, bud? Check this out. I'll replay it for you.
That's interesting. It makes sense because these things wouldn't pick up a force. But if it's someone there, these things go off from body.
Things.
Is it geared towards
Magnetism.
humanoids or any sort
Any
of
living thing.
classification?
What was
Okay.
taken?
He said, "Well, it doesn't look like anything. It looks like it opened the door and the alarm went off, and the alarm scared it off."
It just bolted.
Do you mind if I inspect the security system to see if there's any sort of insights I can get?
He said, as you watch, though, it is kind of curious, though, that the door opened from in the library out.
What?
Wait, say that again.
It was pushed open, not pulled open.
Oh, the door swings both ways?
No, something came from in the library out.
Yeah, the glass was on the inside.
Wait
All
a
right.
minute. Were we followed? Like into the like?
Hey, we
maybe
already-
somebody
well,
came
don't we,
with you.
We
Yeah,
know
we
that
already
we were
know
followed
we already know an
here.
invisible
I
guy
wonder-
that likes to go invisible, right?
I wonder if
Yeah.
they used me when I walked into the library.
I use you every night.
Yeah, you do.
That was a totally different game.
It's not a
And
game.
that was you and Brent.
Oh, that's right. It was fun times too.
Yeah, laugh riot. So
I'd like to play hide the beard.
he took advantage of me in multiple ways. I was very tired.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
That's my favorite explanation. Sure. Sounds like he's just too tired to protest.
That's exactly what happened. We were down
The
to
best.
we had been down to
Just
Great.
clean me up and put me to bed.
We had been to Gen Con, and I ran. I mean, I was running games for what 8 hours at
You
that
were
time.
you were marathon DMing it. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
And we sat and played a game, and I'm just like, it's like 11 at night. I'm just stretched across the table. Ugh. And they're like, well, y'all get hotel rooms. And Chris is like, no, I don't. I get one with Dirty Frank.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm not in my own room. I'm in with Frankie.
Yeah, we're making it. We're both alchemists. He's like, oh, we're making chemicals, baby. And the DM gets this horrified look, and he's like, are you okay with that? And I'm like, just laid across the table going, I don't care. Yeah, whatever.
But it was because of that we didn't get attacked by assassins.
Because they came up to the door, we're like, whoa.
Yeah, they opened the door. And go, whoa,
No,
backed
thank
up. And then we bombed the crap out of the other party member. The guy was a jerk.
could you guys stop?
No.
We didn't like one of our party members. No one did.
He was a wiener.
That
Yeah.
was super fun.
Yeah, he was trying to do a Mike Tyson impersonation, which just apparently was just him swearing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
In a high-pitched voice.
No, he didn't even do that. It was, I'm Mike Tyson.
It was a weird voice he was doing.
Hey, that sounds like my Charles Bronson impression from Grand Con. Hi, I'm Charles Bronson.
That's me.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I got a question about this.
sure.
So, who was in here, Farion, after me?
Just him, me.
All right.
Wow, that
Do-
came out way more. Just to me.
Just to me, yeah.
to me. Failure.
Obviously, this is a very sophisticated library. Do you have a means to tell which information was accessed?
He said, well, let's go. He gathered some of those orbs, and he said, if you're party members, I can show them how to use these. Might make it a little easier.
What I'd like to do is find any information that was accessed other than what we did and see if maybe I could do a detect magic to see if there's any residual spells or anything like that left over.
He said, if they're just using a common invisibility spell, it's not going to leave anything, but we couldn't check and see if anything was disturbed.
Yeah.
Because he goes, now that you mention it, yeah, it seems like it came from out in.
You know, investigation is a skill. Does anybody have that?
Okay. So do you guys want to learn how to use those
I
orbs?
have investigation.
Well, you can use it. It's just,
Right. But, I mean, he's the intelligence
are you
guy.
using the orbs or no?
Yeah.
Gain advantage.
I can do that. 21.
Oddly enough, the section that you were looking at earlier about Shresh, there's appears to be some of the books that you noticed. A couple of them are gone.
Mm.
One of which
You
is
don't have to act it out. You can use your words there.
one of the one of them was a book talking about Saeed and his exploits, and another one was talking about the history of magical items from Shresh.
And using my infinite memory
Mm-hmm.
of Saeed and ancient Shreshian artifacts.
Well, you don't particularly like the eventual offspring of the Saeed line,
Mm-hmm.
as that is the gal that
Aisha? I will stab her.
yeah, her no, that's actually one of the things that she had basically
Yeah.
I
The
wonder
ring.
if
approached us on.
The ring. Her family ring.
Yeah,
That's right.
the Sphinx ring.
Yeah.
I don't know myself, but does my character know any other inkling, residual effects, whatever, any other information that I can glean from the evidence I have so far?
No, just the books that were taken. It
Yeah.
seems kind of odd that
I'm going to let Farion know all about our whole background with the Saeed family and Aisha and Shreshian artifacts and all that, see if he has
okay,
any.
so he said, so you agreed to bring her back the master word for the ring of the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm. Not willingly. I hate her.
Is this is this someone you guys trust?
No.
Well,
she did free us from slavery.
She did not free us from slavery. She made us earn our way out. That's terrible.
Yeah, but she
Instead of just saying you're free, here,
she
go do my
honored-
bidding first. Go be a slave for me. Then I'm in that son. Then you don't have to be a slave for me anymore. She's
she
a horrible
honored
person.
the deal, and that's not something that's entirely common
No, I hate her.
in Sharesh. It's most of the time they just let them die by jumping off the top of the crags in the upper city.
Yeah, or by running into walls.
To be fair, I'm a little bit biased, but I still hate her.
As far as trust goes, that's a difficult commodity with her. Let's say that she doesn't seem to have the worst interests of the city at heart.
At least it wasn't your nuts.
Brent just had a bit of an episode.
Little spill.
I think it's Swedish Fish tried to. Oh
No, Swedish Fish
Wait.
is trying to get frisky.
He just shook his pants, and now he's eating whatever fell on the floor after he shook his pants.
I am not eating floor fish.
Dingleberry.
Floor fish!
We're moving on to space rods.
Sorry, little fishy.
Yeah. Besides, those have been down in the Balmac Bayou there.
Crotch fish are even better than space rods.
You're crotch fish.
Wow, that was very loud.
Okay.
You're crotch fish.
Start calling you the Kendathru. What is that called?
Kandiru.
Kendiru. Yeah.
The Kandiru fish.
No, thank you.
You swim up men's urethras.
Don't mind if I do.
It's been to Balmac Bayou.
No, you saw me throw it away.
No, I saw you shake your pants and eat whatever fell off the floor.
I didn't eat floor fish.
I'll eat it.
Yes, I picked up.
Oh, man. What's this one? This is good.
Salty.
Tropical Island.
Really? That's what it's called?
Yes.
Just the whole island.
Got some mango in there.
It's
Yum, yum.
it's got trap,
Good.
That's a left
pina
nut
colada,
mango.
tropical island, beachy punch,
Becky Punch.
and passion fruit.
This is good. I like it.
Yeah.
Very mango-y.
Tropical taint.
It taint tropical.
It's a monsoon down there.
Yeah, I can't function without Gold Bond.
No,
Hey.
That's Rick.
Exactly. Which I don't have any on right now.
so
No,
she's trying.
don't fidget.
Yes, thank you, Art.
It seems like she's trying to work her way up through the,
Wow.
basically work her way into a position of legitimate authority within the city.
He says, "Why don't you guys come with me for a minute?"
Hmm?
He takes you back, leads you around the shelves, and to his office. You can see that it's got a big wingback chair, a massive desk made out of 2 pieces of marble,
Whoa.
crafted into what looks like a dragon holding up the back, its wings holding up the table.
That's cool.
You see he's rummaging through some. I mean, the shelves reach probably about 15, 20 feet up. And he's got he's like, sends one of the orbs up to grab a book. And you can see that it's a series of thin clay tablets that are bound together with copper.
Old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gimme.
And then he also pulls down what's it's a tube of metal that he unrolls, and it's actually thin, a thin silvery metal that's been turned into a scroll. And on it, on the central, is a symbol that you've seen several times. It's the emblem of the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey.
Mm.
Does it sound like thunder when he unrolls it?
He cuts his fingers because it's a highly impractical scroll.
Who did
This
this?
is where you got to wear your PPE.
Okay,
You know.
that's a cool looking scroll.
As he's choking on a Swedish fish. He said, "Well, again, do you trust her?"
No.
I've had no reason not to.
I don't trust anybody who's not in this room.
She's been straightforward in dealing with us.
As far as the people we've met in Sharesh, she's been the only somewhat.
Yeah, she's the best slaveholder we've ever met.
Well, this is the information on that ring.
Right.
It was given by Argenios as a gift to Saeed. This ring was actually one of the 20 rings gifted to the apprentices of the Mage King.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
20 rings to rule them all.
Does that add up to 20? Oops. I was trying to avoid those comparisons.
I don't know if it does or not.
Well, 3 plus 7 is 10. 9.
9 plus 1.
No, 20. Oops.
Ah. No,
make
nobody
one more.
would have picked that up if you hadn't mentioned it.
I'm sure some nerds out there. Yeah.
On episode 32, scene 2.
We don't have that degree of fans. Mostly the people are like, your stuff's really good background noise.
Hey, all right.
Like, oh,
It accentuates the gibbering so well.
that should be our new motto. What, are you
Okay.
wearing a helmet? Awesome white noise since
Yeah.
2016.
Perfect white noise.
Listen to us while you poop.
We should get.
Oh my
That
God.
should be our new.
I think
catchphrase.
the title of this episode should be this. You can skip this one.
Unless you're pooping.
Unless you want the Swedish Fish episode as we discuss the various merits
Eases
of
the bowel
tropical.
movement.
Oh, this one's called No Forward Progress.
You might as well just call us fiber.
The Metamucil cast. Activia wearing a helmet.
Tastes like crap going in, but good to get it out of your body.
He said that the 20 apprentices of the Mage King were from the various races, and each of them founded their own line of like a magical dynasty. And this was from the House of the Sphinx.
Wow.
This is the Ring of Divination.
Should I know details of that?
Give me a history roll.
It's ancient Shresian history, isn't it?
Well, give me an Arcana roll. That'd be more appropriate. Yep,
Okay.
Arcana roll.
17.
Well, you know the divination is one of the 8 schools of magic, and you. What?
I know that, and I'm a
And you had heard about other schools of magic that have been lost to time.
Oh, I just
That
got
many?
excited. I mean, that's the whole point of my character going out is
Right.
this.
And he said that
I
this,
will abandon the party. You better burn this city to the ground because I'm not leaving.
No. You throwing yourself on the ground, pounding it, going, no, no, no. You can't make me. But this was the Ring of Divination. Its master words unlock the ability to have limited precognizance, prescience, information lost to time can be available to you. It can be dangerous in the wrong hands, clearly.
Jeez, Aisha knows what this is, and if it's a family ring, she is a descendant of an incredibly powerful magic family.
Yes.
Kill her and drink her blood and
Well,
absorb her powers.
Is that how it works?
When we get back to Shresh, I'm going to turn her into a little suit. No, this ring was entrusted by one of the founders of the founder of the School of Divination, who was one of the apprentices of the Mage King. His name was Astrios. And Argenios gave it, well, I probably should have picked a different name because those are really close names, had given it to Saeed as a bond between their friendship so they could communicate across vast distances together.
So it's also a ring of communication?
This
Yep.
is.
Sweet.
Why should we give this back to her? I think our price just went up.
Should we just come back? Yeah, we didn't find anything. Sorry.
Here's a cow patty from a.
That's right.
He said even without the master words, though, it's still a potent ring. Allows you to hear across vast distances, that sort of thing. It can still communicate with people, but it's lacking its full potential without the master words.
Is there a historical faction that's been going against the Saids that would benefit greatly from finding this ring?
Well, you know that
Anyone
Yeah.
would
Any-
benefit
other than-
greatly from.
Well, I
having this
mean,
ring?
someone that's if they're going after this specific ring, and they're following us here, then I wonder if whatever they're hiding has anything to do with this ring.
I'm just a Minotaur librarian.
I'm just a few thousand-year-old Minotaur librarian.
Well,
The gimpy leg.
Yeah,
What
10
do
foot,
I
10
know?
foot tall that can throw it
I don't
around like
know.
that.
I ask him, he looks at me, move. No, seriously, man, move.
This whole time.
No habla, bro. No habla.
This whole city adventure's been you guys tripping on PCB. That's right. Just out in a cow pasture.
We wake up in a cow. Man, those mushrooms going under that cow patty.
I shouldn't have tied that cat up and had it spray him on my face.
Where are my clothes?
I haven't not been eating cow patties.
But yeah, he said the metal scroll. He goes, these are the master words, if you want them.
Transcribe.
The spell doesn't work. He said you have to. These are the only copies, and it's protected by a duomer that allows it to protect it from being transcribed by any means. If you try writing it out, the page will scramble.
Can I learn it?
I'm confident. I already know the words.
Yeah.
Klaatu, Barata, Nickel.
Yeah.
He goes, if this is something that you want,
Well, it's not something that I want, but it is something that I can use against someone that wants it later.
Look, she'll bankroll this trip. Like, yeah, she helped supply us.
Well, didn't the
to
dude
get out here.
didn't I don't know, Isosceles, the head Minotaur guy?
I think that's just
Didn't
his
he
new
say
name.
that?
love his name is Isosceles now. Yes.
Didn't he say that the some of the people that are looking to find what they guard can pull the information out of our minds
can.
unwillingly?
Yep.
So why do we want to know the words? Because then they can just be taken from you.
Well, here's a bit of a
point.
wrinkle. If we're talking about somebody who specifically stole the books of the deeds of Saeed and a
Saida!
history of magic items.
with Saeed.
Every time I hear it, that's what I think of.
Here's the difficulty. There are two other major players that would possibly have any interest in what Aisha's doing. One of them isn't necessarily in direct competition with her, and the other is a horrifically evil chunkster named Demetrius.
Well, right, but
Yes.
you're keeping that you're keeping just between the folks that we are aware of. That's just the little power struggle in that dinky little town.
Who
I know
else?
it's not dinky. I apologize. It's a really big town, but
Who
this
else?
is a big thing.
Well, that's what I was asking. Who?
Anybody, any and all of the other families that have a ring might want another one.
This seems awfully specific.
I know, but I'm just trying to not jump on the plot train
How would they know?
because they have one, so they know there's more out there.
These
They
are
may not know exactly who, but they've had apparently 1,000 years to track something down about the other families that have a ring.
Well, this ring specifically, the family, I do believe, still exists in the city of Mithras. Astrios was one of the founders of the city.
Right. So I mean, like I said,
That
there's
embraced
20.
lichdom.
yeah.
God, I want to be a lich. Anyway, yeah, there were 20 of these rings, correct?
There was. How many survived? We don't know.
Right. So anybody who knows
They were
of-
lost to Dragonfire.
Uh-huh. Anybody who knows of the rings would probably want more than just the one that they have because people are jerks.
So
Always want
they
more than they got.
so they seeded
But the
the
Lord over them.
ruins of Lower Sharesh, like the inner city, like the old city of Sharesh.
Hey, I don't know.
They-
I'm just throwing it out
They
there, bro.
put a map in there.
Right.
And then they had Aisha have us go in there specifically to grab said ring, and it's somebody else other than Aisha that wants this. No, there's
No. I'm not saying that Aisha isn't directly, put us on the path, but I'm saying that she's being, as a member of that family or whatever, that she's being watched. So when something important happens, that they can swoop in.
Tinky bastard.
Wait,
I'm just saying. I really doubt it,
Good God, man.
but I want to say it.
No.
hold on. We need context here.
No.
Someone take a picture of Ken's face right now
Oh,
because
my
it's
God.
melting
You don't
off.
have your phone?
Oh. Jesus.
And
Smurf it.
we've got
Wow.
that too, by the way. I mean, there's constant photos being taken.
Oh, it's like
Tighten
tape
in on
my
his face.
paper. Wow.
It went as far as Ken. I got nothing.
Because he wafted it directly at me.
Well, you know I'm just past you, right?
It's like he took a little poot in his hand and
Right under your nose. It's stuck into your beard.
Give you a little dish of poutine there.
yeah, wow.
Did you have any other questions?
Poutine.
Well, here's a. Okay, so that's the thing. Do we know? So we kind of know the background of. Crud. Now I can't remember his name. Orc.
The half orc?
Yeah,
Dimitri. Oh, Corn.
Corn.
Cornval.
We know Cornval's history somewhat, but Demetrios, we don't. Do we know Demetrios's last name? Like, what do we
Fatty.
Demetrios of Ophir.
of Ophir? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he really likes hobgoblins.
yeah, he
like a
does.
lot.
Yeah,
Weirdly.
Oh.
That is my
Uh,
favorite line of that episode. What's with this guy and hobgoblins?
Yeah, we don't know a ton about him, but yeah, he would definitely have a reason to want to know what Aisha's up to and to, scuttle it at any possibility. Also, a history of the magic items in Old Sharesh. Not a great thing for him to have in his hands.
Right. And didn't Cornwall, somebody else offered us
Mhm.
a better offer to get him the ring instead?
That was
of?
Cornwall.
Pretty sure that
Yep.
was Cornwall. So
Mhm.
he obviously knows of the ring. He may not know all about it, but he knows that it's important.
Right. And we also have had these weird little fleshy chain flying things
Mhm.
following us around.
Yeah, which is pretty smurfed up.
Yeah. Who's more likely to be employing fleshy chained flying things? Cornwall? Demetrios?
Then
They're
the
probably deformed hobgoblin fetuses.
Oh, they're all his unborn children.
Yep. That he wraps up into chains.
No, they're his carpet babies.
It's all hair and toe rings.
I really hope he never listens to this podcast.
Yeah, he would care.
Woody?
Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, these chain things. Okay, we gotta ask. What do you know about chain things?
even just like the metal.
Actually, let's pull out the. We got the link.
Yeah,
Let's
we got a
pull-
couple links.
Let's show him the link.
You see his nose wrinkles on him. He goes, "Why are you lugging that unclean thing around?
Well, we found this. In a.
If you find a turd, do you pick it up and carry it around? Drop it.
If it was a metal turd,
Why do you why do you want me to drop it in the middle of your library?
He goes over. Well, you're in his office right now.
Why do you want me to drop it in the middle of your office?
He takes his letter opener for his voluminous correspondence.
With other people in the city because,
Got to talk to somebody.
himself.
He plays a
Right.
play-by-mail role-playing game.
fortunately, they find the mail service here reliable. So they rely on private courier.
Your mother is dead. He pulls out like a set of tongs, picks it up, and slides a piece of paper on it. And he goes, "This is a extra-dimensional metal. It's an metal called shade steel. It's only found in the para-elemental plane of shadow. And this particular thing is, you might surprise you to know that this is an organic metal. It comes from a beans of pure shadow stuff called chitons.
Oh.
That's not cool.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
The chain
Chain
The
devils.
chain
Devils.
devils.
Oh.
That would explain that thing.
You
that
still
we
look lost. Oh.
The chain devils.
The
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
we
chain
fought,
devils.
equals.
Right.
the thing that we fought out in the desert had chains of this sort writhing over its surface, and then that eye thing had these chain links all over it, and those two desiccated corpses that we found down in that subterranean tunnel that were that fought each other to the death, they had these things on them.
Can I grab a hold of that chain link and use that to see if there's any residual magic that resembles the chain link left over in the library?
There's
Probably not.
no.
Okay.
Good idea, though.
Can Farion do it?
He said, well, I don't think that they're known for being invisible, but they can move from shadow to shadow. These things are what's left. He goes, well, when the world was created, the being known as Koralek infected all of creation with his contamination. These beings arose from the purest amount of these things. They weren't meant to be. They are separate from even the Shadowborn, which were creations. These things are just residual corruption, essentially, that exist outside of this reality, seeking to inflict their bizarre views onto this world. They've invaded a couple times. They exist solely to destroy reality and to drag it back into a lightless unexistence.
Dormammu.
Aberrations.
So you're saying that they're not that we aren't under the same protection of the moon.
No, they don't. They're not bound by the ban of the Shadowborn because they don't exist. They never existed as Shadowborn. They're essentially reflections of unreality, of pure entropic destruction.
Awesome.
They're not bound by the Shadow Proclamation?
This is the
Well,
no the binding is something that Merrick would know about. Basically, the only time that demons can come into Idara is under a new moon. If there's the only time is when there's no moon at all showing in the sky. That's the only time that you can summon demons or anything.
because
like
otherwise
that.
the goddess of the moon prevents the summoning. That's why they can't move about in daylight, because of Uko's continual presence guarding Idara from the horrors of the Shadow World.
Has Farion been the only Minotaur so far that's approached us about this?
About
The break-in at the library.
yes, because he was there. He's the only one knowing that was there when it happened.
Here's what's odd to me. This city is supposedly protecting secret knowledge of a secret thing that nobody knows about. There's been a break-in at the library with information stolen that nobody knows about, and these Minotaurs just drag us in here to try to figure it out?
No, Argenios came with his guards and they're patrolling the city, if that's what you mean. They're looking for
Okay.
something. Okay.
So they are taking it seriously. It's not just some...
Right.
Oh, okay.
No, you're not being brought in as the Scooby crew. I mean, it was
Yeah,
you just happened to be there, and he drug you in.
okay,
because-
that makes more sense.
He says that he starts asking you, "Have you been followed by anybody?" Is there
Okay.
any-"
Because it seems like the whole city, at least
Oh,
the
it's up in
security
arms.
forces,
Yeah.
would be, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I haven't. You guys have been to the library, but I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot to say. Yeah, I mean the Polifron. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Isosceles?
Yes, sure.
Isosceles in Argentina and Pharaoh.
No, Isolios well, there's Porphyrios the guard. captain.
Porphyrius
Yep, there we go.
is the one. They're organizing. They're searching.
Okay.
They're actually. You can see out the window that they're patrolling the streets, and you see they've gathered bags of flour and are tossing it.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Doesn't someone have a pipe
Yeah.
they
that I
could
can
lend
use-
out?
That I can use a couple of times a day if I know where to blow.
You should charge the Minotaurs to use it
Why would I do that?
to make money. What do you mean, why?
Oh, charge.
Charge. Yeah.
I wasn't sure what. Okay, never mind.
Charge
Again,
at them using it.
As you're sitting there talking, out the window you hear, and coincidentally enough, you hear a commotion. And as you look out the window, you see that the Minotaurs have cornered. It's hard to see, but it looks like someone wreathed in flame. You see flashes of fire.
Like fairy fire?
No, like fire.
Oh, never mind. Let's go check
Is
it
there-
out.
Knowledge Arcana?
Well, and Farion, he just starts booking it out as much as he can gimp out.
Yeah, time to go.
And you see he stops to grab under his desk a giant hammer.
Oh, yeah, we get to roll dice. Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm on his 6. Don't worry, buddy. I got your back.
You see the Minotaurs seem confused as you leave the library and go to like a plaza. They have a being surrounded that stands about as tall as they do, wreathed in fire. Its form is very almost demonic looking. It's wearing baggy trousers and it's keeping them at bay with broad sweeps of a scimitar. Its hair appears to be made out of fire. Smoke is constantly rolling from it.
Hmm.
Whoa.
That's something. Okay. Because I don't remember exactly how the whole favored enemy thing works in this thing.
Yeah.
But there we go.
There you are. Yeah,
Now we can hear Kenny.
If it is a fiend,
Someone
I'm
could give me.
guessing.
Let me take a look at skills again because I don't think they have knowledge planes anymore, do they?
No.
There you go. You give the right one?
Give me an Arcana roll.
I can do that.
Ooh.
That is a 26.
You've seen. It takes you a moment, then you realize what you see faced. It's a creature from the stories of the desert, these wild creatures of the elements. What you see before you is a djinn,
Whoa.
known as an
cool.
Ifrit. And as you see that, it begins to swell, to grow even over the Minotaurs, and charges forward.
I disbelieve. Oh, God, I disbelieve.
It's going to offer you 3 wishes, as long as those wishes are your death. And what happens in that thrilling thing to come, we'll find out in the next episode of Are You Wearing a Helmet? I'd like to thank my guests, and by guest, I mean the guys that are always here. They're always here. Yeah.
Ken.
Chris.
Eric.
Abraham.
You're really going to stick to this, aren't you? At least I know you have the memory of Swiss cheese. So I'm the GM, Brent Baumick. I'd like to thank our visual artist, Keith. He's progressed to only having one name.
Wait,
Keith.
I thought we established that
The
Bob goes
Keith.
first.
No, because we saved the best for last.
It's true.
No, we should start with Bob, then go to Keith,
And then Bob.
end with Bob.
The Bob Witch.
But what about the sun-dried tomatoes?
Oh, I threw those away. I'd like to thank our visual artist, Keith Allen. I'd like to thank our sound producer, Bob Hernandez. I'd like to thank our content producer, Robert Mountney. That was nice. Almost a save. I'd like to thank the fine people at Excelsior Games and Comics in Greenville, Michigan. You can find them online to provide for you all your very succulent gaming needs.
Which they got me to spend money again today.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
If they can make Rick spend money, they should be able to make you spend money.
2 episodes in a row.
Boom. I'd like to thank, let's see, our friend Rome Barton.
Yeah.
Oh, the folks are out there.
Jesus.
Barry Sanders.
Frosted Flakes.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Did you say Frosted Flakes?
They're great, man.
Thank you for my amazing breakfast, Frosted Flakes.
I'd like to thank friend of the show, Rowan Barton. He has a new Kickstarter coming out for Starfinder.
Oh, really?
In partnership with Sean
Hey,
Austin.
have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Grimmer Space.
Oh.
Yep. And by Sean Austin, I mean the Sean Austin.
Yeah.
And Wesley Snipes, too, I believe.
What?
I would like to hang out with Wesley Snipes.
I don't
Man.
think we're cool enough to hang out with Wesley Snipes.
Nowhere near.
Samwise and Blade. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was mocking Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
I would take it and like it.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Please disrespect me. Disrespect me harder.
ooh, tell me I can't ice skate uphill.
Harder, Daddy.
So, yep, check out his Kickstarter. It looks pretty cool. And I'd like to thank the people at Grand Con, especially the awesome volunteer force. You can find them down in Grand Rapids on Labor Day weekend. Is that what it is?
Yeah. August 30th to September 1st this
Sweet.
year.
At the DeVos place. So,
Yeah.
until the next episode, hope all your hits are crits. And have a good.
Yay!